All clone trooper legions currently stand defending the pyramids of the Jedi. 5,000 Jedi Knights have called forward these clone trooper legions, along with ATTE tanks and saber tanks, to help them defend their Jedi pyramid temples. They are going to be fighting against a Sith demon army, 8 million strong, with a variety of ancient warriors death charging forward into the pyramid defenses. Not only that, a local city is set up behind the pyramids, where the clone troopers are also trying to defend the local populace, with even more clone trooper legions present. We're talking the 501st, the 332nd Shiny Clone Troopers, 212th Clone Troopers, 41st Elite Corps Clone Troopers, Nova Corps Troopers. Every Clone Trooper Legion in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 will be attempting to hold out alongside their Jedi friends against 8 million demons in a brutal Sith demon army. If you guys do enjoy these videos, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below any requests you guys have. This actually was a fan request from a few months ago that I am just now getting around to, so I do suggested videos every once in a while. So yeah, if you guys have good requests, let me know in the comments. Let's get into this thing. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Alright boys, let's go ahead and press start right here, and the enemies are beginning to charge on forward. You can see actually the ATTEs rounding off high explosive laser shots right now, getting a lot of kills right off the rip right there. Very nice. Also, the Jedi are on guard mode, so these guys will counter-attack as the demons get closer, which I think should be pretty helpful for the clone troopers behind, because it's going to put some extra spacing between them and the front lines, allowing them to get more laser fire out against the charging enemy units. And there goes the clone trooper fire, tearing into some of the demon army units very, very early on here, wreaking havoc on their lines, getting a multitude of kills very, very quickly. And there go the Jedi, beginning to split up and attack various demon targets here. The Jedi are extremely strong. I'm guessing they're going to get maybe 100 to 200 kills a piece, which is great because there are 5,000 Jedi on the battlefield. And in terms of clone troopers, there are 28,000, 23,000 clone troopers, 5,000 Jedi, for a total of 28,000 Republic units on the battlefield. Over here, you can see these clone troopers getting full charged by, actually, these are Fallout feral ghouls. I've been playing Fallout 4 and I saw that someone made a feral ghoul mod. I was like, yes, we need to add it. Oh my goodness. Let's see. They have 300 health, so they're like slightly better than Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 zombies. They also seem to be a little bit faster, so they're like a decent-ish unit, and a number of the 501st troopers actually going down to the swaths of them very, very early on over here. We've also got ourselves the 332nd back this way, which seem to be holding a little bit better, although they're not getting attacked as ferociously as the other one. And then way back here up against the dam, we have ourselves standard phase 2 clones. Now, every once in a while, this does flood. We've had it happen in only one video before this, and it seems like a crapshoot as to when it will actually flood. So if it does flood in this video, the clone troopers are in for a very horrible time. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. But it's like a 1% chance, I feel like, of this area flooding in total, so it does not happen very often, but that one time it did happen was an absolute disaster. I feel like it was like a Warhammer battle, I think we were doing, and the Space Marines ended up drowning at the bottom or something like that. Like, it was an absolute disaster. They were going through a crisis. Either way, the city defenses on the outskirts don't seem to be doing too great against the demon army, but the ones on the interior I think are going to do a lot better. First of all, they have rooftop snipers up here that will be very, very helpful. Sniping with DC-15Cs, which I don't think is going to be the best sniper weapon, but then you're going to have all these little alleyway choke points and things like that that should slow down the demon army quite a bit. Now, let's go check on, alright, first of all, the backside over here is being covered by shock troopers with DC-15As. They're not even really getting targeted by the feral ghouls yet over here, and on this side we have other demonic Urukai looking fellas that are coming on forward, and they're mostly concentrating on the city above, so once again these guys down below aren't really affected by that just yet. And then out here, ATTE's rounding off into some of these demonic orcs while the Jedi just slices and dices their way through them. So again, not a big threat for the guys on the interior. More ghouls over here though, getting a little bit closer, and there's less Jedi left behind over here to fight back against them, so they might not hold out for super long, but there are 2nd Airborne Troopers of the 212th Attack Battalion behind those Jedi to help out as well. And then back here we have the Galactic Marines, and then behind them we're going to have the 41st Elite Corps in their Kashyyyk Trooper armor, and then behind them we're going to have our Republic Commandos along with some TX-427 Saber tanks. Beautiful! This is a full-scale battle we got going on here. The city back here really is not doing fantastic, sadly. Even the little alleyways aren't holding like super duper well, so I'm not very pleased about that. But so far, the clone troopers and Jedi collectively have gotten over 800,000 kills on the enemies, which is 10% of their total force. They're doing a great job thus far. Oh, although actually they're not doing that great, because the enemies have gotten 10,700 kills on the clone troopers. That's a yikes, man. That is almost half of their total force. That's really bad. Okay, they gotta pick it up. I think the actual pyramid defense later on in the battle will be a little bit of a good last stand position for the clones, but the city is not holding nearly as well as I was hoping for. These guys are getting absolutely butchered out here. They're getting destroyed by the demon army. It is not looking too good, boys. It is not looking too good at all. Holy cow. Okay. Feral ghouls in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 are a lot more lethal than in Fallout, man. A lot more lethal. I actually bought a Steam Deck. I sold some of my really old CSGO weapon skins that I had from like 5 or 6 years ago to buy a Steam Deck on Steam without having to like spend any real money. And I've just been playing Fallout 4 and Skyrim. I basically bought that as a Bethesda machine. I've played Skyrim like a million times. I have hundreds and maybe even thousands of hours in Skyrim, but I had never really gotten into Fallout before. And Fallout 4, man, I love it. And I know people don't even say that's the best game. That, you know, the reason I chose Fallout 4 was because it takes place in Massachusetts, and I grew up in Massachusetts. I spent 23 years of my life living in Massachusetts, so yeah, I mean, that's pretty sick to be able to play a game that literally features your hometown. I grew up in Natick, and I haven't gotten to that point in the game yet, or that quest or whatever, but apparently there's a vault in Natick, which is really pretty cool, and I've heard the lore of the vault is like they put a bunch of drug addicts in there, and force them to live together with a hidden stash of drugs somewhere in the vault that they would eventually discover. That's what I've been told online. I have not experienced it yet, but then it's cool because like my wife Zelda grew up in like the Malden area, and that's featured in the game. And then, you know, there's all sorts of other places where it's like, oh, I used to hang out here and stuff like that, like you know, hanging around Concord and Lexington. We used to go there for like field trips and stuff like that, and it's very cool to have a video game based in your home area. And so I've been playing a lot of Fallout on the the Steam Deck, and I have to say, I highly recommend the Steam Deck. It is awesome. The only games I've played on it so far are Skyrim, Fallout 4, and I've been playing a little bit of The Binding of Isaac again, because I used to play that on my laptop all the time in college, but I haven't played in quite a while, and the Steam Deck is fantastic. I love it. The only thing is battery life. The battery life is kind of poo. Either way, back to the battle. Enough rambling. We're at 1.4 million dead demons at this point. 6.5 million still remain on the battlefield. But the demons have 18,000 kills. There are only 10,300 clone troopers remaining. These 2nd Airborne troopers are quickly getting scrapped. There's a few Jedi remaining that are coming out and kind of delaying the demon charge into the rest of the 2nd Airborne, which is a good thing. I mean, we like to see that. And the ATTEs obviously firing out as well against the demons here and getting some good kills. And those Jedi slowing down the demons is going to be fantastic to accumulate more kills while they can out here. But eventually they're going to die, and then the 2nd Airborne's going to die, and then we're going to really see if this choke point is up to being able to actually hold off the demon army at large. The back over here with the shock troopers seems to actually be doing quite well. They're holding these guys off quite easily. Of course, they haven't really experienced the full might yet, and that's actually just coming down now as the city is all dead. So now they're going to have the full might of all of these different demons charging them all at once. This could spell disaster for the 65th. We will find out. Of course, you know, the demons are going to be semi-filtered by these little structures up here. And there's also still a few 501st troopers up here. I'm sure there's some 332nd over here. Yes, they are. And there's still some Phase 2 shinies over here as well. So, I mean, these will distract more demons for a longer period of time back here, which will be very helpful. And, you know, potentially get a few thousand more kills on those demons, but still, you know, the city did not hold very well, and I'm a little bit disappointed in what ended up happening back there. I think the 65th should be able to pick up the slack, though. They seem to be very capable of that. I mean, look at the body piles forming over this way. We've got 1.57 million demons dead and 19,900 Jedi and clone troopers dead. Let's go ahead and watch the pyramid entrance over here getting assaulted full scale as the last of the Jedi die out and the 2nd Airborne provide cover fire for the ATTEs that will become the next targets of the demon army. So far, things do seem to be holding here. I mean, the 2nd Airborne, not so much. We kind of could expect that, though. But at the very least, the Galactic Marines are not suffering really any losses because the ATTEs in front of them are absorbing almost all of the shots taken by the ghouls and the demons and such. So, not really too big of a deal for them, though a couple ATTEs have died already, so it's not going to be a permanent solution. On the exterior out here, the 65th is still holding. They've obviously taken a few losses here, but nothing too crazy, nothing that they can't deal with as of yet. Right now, we've got 2.31 million demons killed, so that leaves 5.6 million remaining right now, and 22,900 dead clone troopers and Jedi, which leaves a mere 5,600. However, this 5,600 is now not taking nearly as many losses as before, so they just need to hold out. It does help that there's still quite a number of clone troopers up here that might still be distracting some of these boys up this way. You can see them kind of trying to get to like random places and stuff like that. There's, yeah, probably clones like in this building or something along those lines. We can't quite see, but yeah, I'd imagine there's some clones somewhere around here distracting them. Same with like up here. These guys probably doing good distractions. Plus, they're getting shots off and probably getting a few kills here and there. I mean, there's dead bodies around here of the demons, but Can't really tell for sure if these are fresh kills or what, but each of these demons has 1,000 health, so it does take a little bit to kill them, but, I mean, these clone troopers do really good damage. I mean, okay, these guys not so much. The 332nd are apparently quite weak, but it goes clone trooper to clone trooper. Like the 65th here, 250 damage a pop. 350 if you get a headshot, it looks like. So, yeah, some are more powerful than others, obviously. So these guys up here still contributing quite a bit, actually, to the effort, distracting a lot of these demons, and making it so the 65th doesn't really have to deal with everyone all at once. Also, it's worth noting, the Republic Commandos are doing a lot of output fire along with the 41st and the Galactic Marines over here. I mean, look at the amount of laser fire going out here and catching some of these demons off guard and getting some serious kills into them. So that's going to be very, very helpful as well. Let's go ahead, though, and continue to watch over here as probably the 2nd Airborne are going to go extinct after the ATTEs all go extinct, which hopefully they can last a little bit longer, which I think they're capable of, but we shall see. Very nice. It's looking like this battle is only just beginning, baby. I think the clones can hold out, potentially, inside the pyramid area, but they've started off rather poorly, to say the very least. Oh, God. Okay, the ATTEs have now perished, and look at these body piles they created. Absolutely nasty. A lot of the 2nd Airborne is also dead, and a few of the Galactic Marines have gone down. However, they are holding these choke points quite nicely, and building up quite the body pile at the entrance here, which inevitably will lead to these guys up top, the last of the 2nd Airborne and a few Galactic Marines, getting swarmed as the body pile reaches the top of their little spire there. So the body piles are cool, but it's actually not the best thing for the clone troopers, to be completely honest with you. The 65th Coruscant Guard out here has begun to take more losses, particularly in this corner. This corner is actually holding out a lot better. I don't know what's up with this corner being just the Giga Chad and this one being the lame-o. I don't know, but this one's holding out a lot nicer. Up top over here, we still have these guys firing away, so they're probably picking up some decent kills at this point, for sure. So that's awesome that these guys are continuing to help. They are getting picked off every once in a while. Case in point, dead 501st soldiers up this way, but still, the fact that some of them are alive is a miracle, to be honest with you. Pretty impressive stuff. Let's go ahead and watch the death charge that the ghouls and the demons are doing on the 65th down here. We do have 3.5 million dead demons, so we're almost halfway through the demon army, and 23,633 dead clone troopers who are continuing to die bit by bit. They have 4,918 soldiers remaining. Woo-wee! We might need to zoom out a little bit. Let's go like right here to watch. Yeah. That looks a little better. Let's do it. Well, boys, it seems like the 65th is holding out quite nicely here. They are doing a wonderful job. 4.2 million dead demons at this point. You can see actually some of the demon skull robots as well as the demon German robots are coming up here and attacking as well. Those are some pretty powerful units too, so that's a bit of a threat, I would say, at the very least, towards the clone trooper army, but they're still holding really nicely. These death spires up here are still growing larger and larger. It looks like did kind of get some soldiers up here and killed some of the 2nd Airborne and a few of the Galactic Marines. There's still a few left alive, and then of course these guys are still alive right there as well. So not a complete loss for the clone troopers up there. 4,752 clone troopers remain. 3.6 million demons remain. Let's go ahead and continue to let it ride and watch as they come on in here and the body piles grow, baby. Well, boys, it seems like this is going to be an outright clone trooper W here. They're still taking a few losses every once in a while, but nothing too major. They still have 4,660 soldiers left. So, if the clone troopers win this, we are going to do it again and slice the clone troopers in half in terms of their numbers and send in a wave 2 of the demon army, as if a extension of this battle itself. If the clone troopers lose, there's no need for that, but I think it's pretty clear that they are going to get a monumental W here against the demon army. So let's just continue to enjoy this show and see what happens. Alright, boys, there's only 500,000 demons remaining, and almost no one's coming from the backside over here anymore. There's still 4,500 clone troopers remaining, so they've only lost like 100 soldiers during this time. That is absolutely nuts. So let's go ahead and hit the nuke on them, because there is a 0% chance that the clones lose. They're not losing this one. Boom, let's go ahead and reset it and nerf the clones for wave 2. Alright, boys, we're getting into it again, except we've nerfed the clones quite a bit. They only have 7,680 soldiers remaining now, and on top of that, they're no longer occupying the city. So basically, the events of the last battle do stand now. So we're going to see if they can hold out against another 8 million demons, meaning 16 million in total have attacked at this point. Now, obviously, we're retreated the wounded clone troopers back here, who are going to put up a secondary fight with the boys who were already back here. So we got shock troopers, we've got shinies back here. We'll have the rest of them, 332nd. There's 501st in here. All the same clone trooper legions are now just all packed up back here together. And we've brought back some of the Jedi as well, who are once again on guard mode, though it looks like they're not really running out as early as last time. There's a couple of them going out, yeah. So kind of sticking with the same strategy they had prior, except this time with far less troopers, and no longer do they have that, you know, support in the back here. So I think it could be a loss in the back, now that they don't have the city defense blocking most of the enemy troops. But the front, I think, will still hold quite nicely here. I mean, only time will tell. This could be a layup for the clone troopers yet again, or their diminished soldiers being fully attacked by 8 million demons will end in their destruction. Because, after all, last time around, they won pretty nicely in here. However, they also had 2 million kills by the time the city was down. And, all these guys over here also, there was more troopers and all of that. So I think this time it is going to be a much, much, much more difficult battle. But let's go ahead and watch this side yet again. Watch the Jedi push out and inevitably the demons pushing back. We've already got 94 dead clone troopers and Jedi and 120,000 dead demons. That is absolutely insane. Let's get it. Well, the ATTEs and the Jedi are now dead. The demons are actually getting a few kills on some of the troopers on the interior here. Over this way, it seems to be another really solid defense. Apparently that area is easier to kill than this area, and that's probably because this area is funneled by this mountainous region here, the plateau. Maybe, I don't know entirely if that's true, but there's 6.7 million demons left. The clone troopers remain just extremely powerful, man. They are pretty goated with the sauce. Why don't we go ahead and do an overhead time-lapse for a while here, see if they lose at all. 5,331 of them remain. They are losing soldiers, especially over here, so we might see a creeping in of the demons, but I'm not totally sure. 6.7 million demons remaining is a lot, so they have a lot to handle, but let's see if they can do it. Right, lads, it's been another 30 minutes, and the demons actually have made some progress here. They've gotten a lot farther this time around. Again, not so much on this side, but also they've got slower moving demons that have higher health over here. These guys have like 2,400 health, I believe, maybe 2,300, but they move a lot slower, so they're able to absorb more damage but not get as far, so that's kind of a problem. This area seems to be going well for the demons. There's 4,233 clones left. There's 5.5 million demons left. Let's keep her going. God dang, boys. Look at the pile. Oh my goodness. Have we ever seen one this tall on the channel before? Holy cow, dude. We still got 41st alive over here. We've still got Saber Tanks. We still got RCs. And 332nd. And the 65th and Phase 2s have started to take more and more damage here. A few of them going down, but they're still surviving. This video is going to go up so late, but like, this is a banger, man. This is sick. 2,276 clone troopers remaining. So in that time, they've lost about half of their force that they had left. So they started with like 7,000 something, maybe close to 8,000. So they're at like a quarter-ish of their, maybe a third of their troops are left in total. And then 2.6 million demons are left alive. So it's actually fairly even in terms of ratios, so that's interesting. That is very interesting. All right, let's. I don't want to run out of space. I'll just let it ride for a little bit, but then. Oh, I dropped my ring. Then we'll go ahead and let it. We'll do some more time lapses after we've just let it ride for a little bit. But yeah, let's just go ahead and let it ride and see what happens after a longer period of time here. All right, boys, it's been another like half an hour or so, and we're at 1866 clone troopers remaining. Weirdly, this right side is holding off so much better than the left. I don't really know why that is. And then over here, oh, you can see the rockets from the Saber tanks going out. That's so sick. Look at this. 1 Giga Chad up here, vibing, firing. Beautiful. 1.8 million remaining demons. I think it's going to be a layup for the Star Wars units at this point. I think they've got it, but let's go ahead and do another time lapse now. Yeah, we're closing in on the end here. Let's watch this fella up top and the guys at the bottom right fighting the demons coming at the top left. They do still be holding, though. 1,200 remaining clone troopers, 1.1 million remaining demons. We'll continue to let it play out, but it seems like an absolute clone trooper victory to me, but you never know. Spicy things happen sometimes. Let's observe. Alright guys, let's see where they're at. 587 clones remaining and 744,000 demons. Maybe the demons can do this, man. I don't know. Honestly, kind of witnessing a little bit of a demon comeback. That would be pretty fascinating. I don't know. Alright, let's watch. Alright boys, I think we've got a clone victory here. There's barely any demons coming up this way. They're even completely ignoring these phase 2s over here, so I don't know what's up with that. But, wait, my dog. Hey, don't eat that. Sorry, Scout was trying to eat a Lego. Oh my goodness. And then these guys over here aren't even making it close to the bottom of the pile here. Though there's only 370 clones remaining, for the past 20 minutes there's been about 370 clones remaining, so they really haven't lost anyone recently. There's also now only 99,000 demons remaining, so I think we can confidently say this is a clone trooper victory. So let's bring out the big guns here in our almighty nuke at the very end, baby, because people love seeing it and I love seeing it. God dang it. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. It's going to be super late release today, so I do apologize for that, but these two battles went for a very long time, like hours and hours and hours, but I think it was a great battle. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out these body piles, they're insane. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.